Hello everyone, welcome to the data interpretation video series. In this video we're going to talk about the bar graphs, which is part of the data interpretation series. This video series is brought to you by Learning Made Easy team, a team of IIM grads in association with our e-learning partner GTCUBE Get to the Top. If you're watching this video in the YouTube channel, do check out our full-length courses available for free at gtcube.com/store. We'll get to watch these videos as part of courses and also get to practice questions along with that, which would really help you get a good practice and also understand the concepts better. So let's get started. So if you have been following this series, we have talked about a piece of information. So there are two shops in a town, shop A, shop B, and then their individual sales over the last 5 years, 2015 to 2019, have been recorded. Right, this piece of information, if we convert into a table, looks like this. The sales of shop A and B for the last 5 years, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and the number of units they sold in each of these 5 years, 300, 250, so on for shop B, 250, 300, etc. If we convert this piece of information into bar graph, right, how would you do that? Something similar to what we have seen in line graphs. There will be two axes, x-axis, y-axis. Let's say this point is 2015. So I will see the number of units here. So let me call this 100, 200, 300. So for 2015, it is 300, right? So what would I do? I'll put a bar instead of a point. For line graph, we would be putting a point, but instead of that, I'll see a bar which is as high or as tall as the number of units it sold. So that is 300. This is for shop A. What about shop B? 250, right? Between 200 to 250. So it will be somewhere here. So for the same year, if I want to put it in the same graph, I'll use, immediate stack. I will just put it on adjacent level like this to just differentiate which one am I referring to what. So let me, we'll see two, like this. Like if I say this drawing of checks is for shop A and this diagonal lines is for shop B. So I will be seeing, a pattern like this for shop A and diagonal for shop B. It might not look that good here, so let me show how it looks once we draw graphs. Right, see the same piece of information, 5 years, shop A, shop B. So if the bar graph would look like this, on the x-axis I have years, on the y-axis I have points for the number of units sold. As I said, in 2015 shop A sold 300 and I'm using a blue color to represent shop A. So shop A would be as high or as tall as 300. See, this point is 300, right? So what about this point, this one? This is the orange block for the same year. So what is the height of it? 250. So I read that the value of shop B in terms of sales in 2015 is 250. Let me pick this. 2018, blue is for shop A. How many units did it sell? 200, right? This is the height. What about this? 150. That is shop B. See, 2018 shop A sold 200. 150 is shop B. That's how I read a bar graph. Because I have two quantities or two entities here, for the same years that I am representing, I am putting stacked, sorry, not stacked, two adjacent bars like this. If I am only talking about shop A, the graph would have looked like this is for 2015, 2016 it would look like something like this, and 17 it is something like this, and so on. I will see single bars like this where I don't see anything. Only blue color would be something I would see, not the orange, if I'm only talking about shop A. Because I have two shops for the same year, so we are sort of having where for 2015 I'm seeing the entire thing as a block with two colors. If I am shop C also, let's say it's a red color I'm drawing, shop C, so I will be seeing something like, let's say like this, right? If I have shop C also, that's how we keep doing for number. You see the gap here, this is for the different years. For the same year, different entities, I am putting them stacked together, but others I am giving a gap. That's how the bar graph looks. Clear how to read it? There are other varieties, right? I can put the same piece of information by making this bar graph look horizontal like this. There's nothing different, just the x becomes y, y becomes x in terms of axis. 2015, how many units are sold for shop A? 300. For shop B, 250. 2017, shop A, 400. Shop B, 200. 2018, shop A, 200. Shop B is 150, right? We do the same. Shop B in 2019 is 400. That's how we read it. Sometimes we might get to see graph like this, but it's nothing different. There is another variety called stacked bar graph. What does this do? See, I am seeing x-axis is shop A and shop B. I see the y-axis is the units, and I see different colors for different years. So 2015 is this blue color. How high is this? 250, right? This point would be 250. What about this orange? It looks like between 400 to 600, slightly above 500, closer to 600. Maybe I can call it 550. So how many units did I sell in 2016? It's not 550. This should be 550 minus 250. This point is 250, right? I need to only measure this height, not the entire height. The entire height is 550, yes, but the number of units sold in 2016 is only the orange. That is only this unit, right? So 550 minus 250 will be 300, right? That would be my 2016 for shop. This looks, sorry, this should be 300, right? My bad. This is between 200 to 400, so this is 300. This is 550. So shop A sold 300 in 2015, and here I am saying 250. What about this height? What would be this point? I think it's closer to 1000, right? 900, 950, somewhere around that. So let me take 950. So this is 950 minus 550 is 400, is this height. What about this? Again, something similar to 1150. So this should be 200. The height is 200. And finally, this will be 100 because it's slightly above 1200. This should be 1250. So 100. Now the 300, 250, 400, 200 and 100, right? That's how we see. Similar for this also. That's how we read the stack bar graph, where basically we get to see multiple items one over the other. The value of each item should be only measured based the height it is, not from the 0 point, from the start and to the end. Something similar for this, right? It should be between this. This will be closer, this will be 550 and this will be, let's say 750. So this has to be 200, right? 2017 shop B is 200. That's how we read it. And this is how you see a stacked bar graph. This is still a bar graph, but stacked because it is sitting one over the other, right? That's why it's called stacked. Put one over the other, on top of the other. So let's solve some problems. So we'll see 4 questions based on the same piece of information. So we always recommend the same thing: pause the video, attempt the question on your own, see through the solution. Let's flip to the next question, pause the video, see through the question, solve it, and then see the explanation that we will have. Right, so let's solve them. A health drink company prepares the drink of 3 different flavors, P, Q, R. The production of 3 flavors over a period of 6 years has been expressed on a bar graph provided below. Study the graph and answer the questions. So the y-axis reads bottles in millions and the x-axis is years. I see 3 flavors, P, Q, R. That's why the sort of greenish blue is P. So this is P, this is Q, and this is R. Right, that is the case for all the years. Right, how many bottles of flavor P was sold in, are made in 2005, produced in 2005? 50. 2005 Q flavor 55, R 45, right? That's how I read it, right? Now I hope you understood it. Which of the following years the percentage of rise or fall in production from the previous year is maximum for the flavor Q? So I just need to focus on flavor Q. You see, the advantage of visualization is this. Here to here the increase, and then I see a drop, and then a slight increase, and then a drop, and then again increase. Right, where do we see the maximum increase or drop? Just because of the way I've drawn, I feel this should be the answer. That's how my gut feeling says. But let me calculate this, right? Anyway, we have 4 options, right? 27, 2009, 2010, 2006. What is the 2007? That is over the previous year. That is 2006. What is the value of PQ in 2007? 50. 2006, it is 60. Right, it went down from 60 to 50. So what is my percentage change? How do I calculate? This is my initial value. Be clear with that, because from 2006 to 2007 is the change, right? This is my final value. Percentage change is final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. So this will translate into 50 minus 60 by 60 into 100. So that is basically minus 10 by 60 into 100 right? This will be minus 16.66%. 100 by 6 will be 16.66%. So I'm seeing a decline of 16.66%. As I said earlier in earlier videos also, final value, initial value, if I know as percentage, I can simply do this. Final by initial. What will this give me? 0.833. 6.8s are 48, 20. So 6 3s are I'll get 0.833. So that means it saw a decline of 16.67%, right? If you understand this, this is the faster way than doing all of this. So using this logic, what about 29 over 28? 2008 the value is 55. 2009 the value is 50, right? So the percentage change will be calculated based on, this is my initial value, this is my final value, final by initial. So it will be 10 by 11, it will be coming to be 0.9, right? 11 9s are 99, and then I'll get 10, so basically 0909 and so on. So what is this? That means it saw a percentage change of minus 10% is an approximation. I don't need to focus on it because I know 16.61 is more than that. Similarly for 2010 over 2009, what is the value of 2009? I see Q as 50. 2010 it is 55. So final is 55, initial is 50. You can use this formula if you are confused with what I was doing here, the final by initial and how I am getting the percentage. You will get the same answer. So as I said, do final by initial to be, get it in shorter way. So 55 by 50, what do I get here? 10 5 10s are 5 11s are, so it is 1.1. Anything more than 1, see how much it is more, 0.1, right? So 0.1 multiply with 100, you will get 10, so the answer is 10%. If here I got 0.99, that is 0.1 less than. If I take only 0.9 and I skip this, it will come to be 0.1 negative direction. That's why 0.1 into 100 is 10% in the minus direction. That's why I called minus 10. Here 0.833, that is 0.166 less than 1. So it's in the negative direction. I multiply with 100, I'll get 16.67 with a minus sign. That's how we calculate it. For 26 over 25, 26 it is 2006 it is 60, 2005 it is 55. So final is this, initial is this, 60 by 55, 5 12s are 5 11s are, so this will come to be 11 1s are 11, and then I'll have 10, so I'll have 0 9 0 9 etc. So it is basically plus 10%, right? It is like 1.01. if I approximate it, will become 1.1, sorry, 1.09, otherwise it is 9% if I see in that way. Whatever it is plus. So as I said, a drop or increase of 16.67% is the highest. So the answer would be 2007. As I said, right, I see the biggest drop here, the change here. What was the reason for that? The way I could see the graph is moving, right? See, minor increase, but I see a huge dip here. Again, slight increase, slight drop, slight increase. Nowhere I've seen such a huge dip. This dip. So that's why I said if you can actually read the graph visually, you wouldn't have to spend all of this time, all of this effort to calculate this and check the options. You straightforward mark it with the confidence. The second question, the percentage of the total production of flavor R in 2007 and 2008 with respect to production of flavor P in 2005 and 2006 is. So this is asking us to find the percentage of total production of R in 2007 and 2008 with respect to production of flavor P in 2005 and 2006 is. See, here it's a bit complex. Let me not write this first. Let me skip this. So here I have to understand what is this talking about. Percentage of this equals to this, or percentage of this is equals to this. The percentage of the total production of flavor R with respect to the production of flavor P in 2005 and 2006 is, right? So the options are absolutely wrong. So these are the options that we are seeing in the last question. So we'll just calculate and we'll look at what's the value. Don't worry about the options. So it is like this. They are asking the percentage of the total production of flavor with respect to the production of flavor P. So the base value for me is P in 2005 and 2006. So I have to understand R in 2007 and 2008 is equals to percentage of P in 2005 and 2006. So with respect to, right, as I said, the base value is P in 2005 and 2006. So that's why the percentage should be always done on the base. Sort of, that's what this statement is giving us the clue. The base is this with respect to P. So R in 2007 2008 is equals to what percentage? So X percentage of P in 2005 and 2006. That's what this question is asking us to find. So R in 2007 is, R is the dark blue, this is 60, this is 60. P in 2005 is the greenish blue, that is 50 and 40. So R in 2007 plus 2008 is 60 plus 60, that's 120, is equals to X percentage of 2005 plus 2006, 50 plus 40 is 90. So 120 is equals to X by 100 into 90. So X is 120 into 100 by 90. Right, 33s are 34s are. So I get 400 by 3. So that is 133.33%. Right, that is the answer for this. Right, the confusing statement is, the question statement is a bit confusing, maybe because of this of the total production, right? So if you see percentage of total production, you might write it as X percentage of R in 2007, and then because I don't see anything, I'll put the P equals to. But understand, they've written with respect to the production. So focusing this as my base, what is the percentage of production? R is what percentage of this base value. So that's why we need to write this, not the percentage of R. That's the wrong statement. Right, so R in 2007 2008 equals to what percentage of P in 2005 2006? That's what the question is basically. So that's why the answer is 133.33%. Okay, again the options are not typed. I guess there's an issue again, sorry for that. So a health drink compares the drink of 3 different flavors P, Q, R. We have already seen this, right? The average annual production of which flavor was maximum in the given period? Average annual production of which flavor was maximum in the given period? All I need to find is the average of P, average of Q, average of R. So there are 6 years. I need to sum them up and divide by 6. So for P it is 50 plus 40 plus 55, 90, 145, 190, 250, 300. For Q it is 55, 60, 115, 115 plus 50, 165, 165 plus 55 is 220, 220 plus 50, 270, 270 plus 55 is 325. And I don't even find it, let me leave it here. I know that anyway AQ is greater than AP, right? Average P is 300 by 6, 325 by 6. So that's good enough. I don't need to find more. And AR would be 45 plus 50, 95 plus 60, 155 plus 60, 215, 215 plus 45 is 260, 260 plus 40 is 300. Again, I'll get 300 by 6. So these three are not highest, AQ is highest. The average annual production of flavor Q is maximum in the given period. That's why the answer is Q for it. Okay, the options for the last questions are at least changed. The last question. What was the approximate decline in production of flavor R in 2010 as compared to the production of 28 in percentage? So it's basically asking us to find the percentage change. What is my initial value and what is my final value? There are two values, 2010, 2008. So they are asking the decline in production in 2010 as compared to the production of 2008. So this is my initial value. So this is my base value. As compared to 2008, how much of a change are we seeing in 2010? That's my final value. Flavor R is the dark blue. In 2010, the value is 40. In 2008, it is 60. So all I need to do is final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. R, the shortest, faster way is doing final by initial. That is 40 by 60. So 4 by 6, 2 by 3, so that is 0.6666. So that is 0.333 less than the 1 minus, so that's why it is 33.33% drop. So the answer would be 33.33%. Right, so that's how we solve bar graph questions. We read them in an easier manner. It's similar to the line graph, nothing different according to me, just the point instead of the bar graph, you instead of a point, you will see a vertical bars, which would be as high as the values basically. So thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this video in the YouTube channel, do check out our full-length courses available for free at gtcube.com/store, where you'll get to watch these videos as part of courses and also get to practice a lot of questions. Right, a good practice is always required for you after listening through these videos, so that you understand the concepts better and get them completely done. Also, like our partners Facebook page, facebook.com/gtcube3. We're coming up with a lot of courses and content. All the updates will be shared over there, so don't miss them. So do like the page. Thank you for watching this video, and let's meet in the next video.